afternoon, colleagues. Thank you for attending today. We're just going to do a professional development workshop about English language learners and how our EDGE program is a benefit to them. So let's see here. We breathe in our first language and swim in our second. Does anybody have any thoughts about this or what you think that means?
Would it be like you sort of go with body language and then you figure out how to communicate later on?
Yeah, well, the whole method is we're teaching ELLs, and so someone as the Adam Gopnik, a philosopher, he wrote that, well, he's someone that does research with English language and students becoming linguistically diverse and learning more than just their native language. And it was used as sort of a, like an inspirational quote for them to say, you know, even though you're grounded and you breathe in your first language, but when you go and learn your second, you kind of learn to navigate through it and you don't ever forget your home language as well, or your native language as well.
Mm-hmm.
So on the agenda today, does everyone have a handout? Sorry about that, I didn't get one, two. There's gonna be a introduction about what actually is English language development, according to the California Department of Education. I'll explain a little bit about SELF and how it's utilized to identify English language learners. I'll review a few theories in writing instruction. We'll discuss the EDGE program, which is what our English language learners that are in beginning or intermediate or early intermediate have to enroll in order to help them improve their English proficiency across the curriculum. I'll talk about two websites, that I think are fundamental for our students to use, Team Inc. and the ESLdesk.com. Lessons to engage students with vocabulary, which is very important for helping them learn the English language. And just in closing, we'll talk a little bit about, if you have any questions and just kind of talk about what we've covered. So what is English language development? The California Department of Education, this is from CDE 2010, defines English language development as instruction that is designed to help English learners, or ELs is what people, call them as short for English learners, learn and acquire English to a level of proficiency advanced that maximizes their capacity to engage successfully in academic studies taught in English. So ways that students can become at a proficient level, which is early advanced or advanced, is reading, writing, and language program from EDGE, our Read 180, which is a blended learning program where students learn, it helps them build their reading levels. Specifically academic instruction in English, which are SEDI strategies. And those are pretty much like graphic organizers, collaborative group work that students can do together, peer evaluations, things like that to help them learn English. Dual immersion, goals of dual immersion programs are to develop a bilingual, biliteracy, academic achievement, and cross-cultural competencies for all students. And the way dual immersion works, and I just read an article on Education Weekly that stated they think that this is a good thing for adolescent students to also participate in, because what they do is they pair an English language speaker with a Chinese language, Japanese, Spanish, for them to both learn from each other. And so I think that would be an awesome program to have for students to learn to appreciate other cultures and languages as well. So, the California English Language Development Test. Students in kindergarten through grade 12 are required to take this test if their home language is not English. The CELT allows schools to identify students who need to improve their skills in listening, speaking, reading, and writing in English, and schools also give the test each year to students who are still learning English. So say a student comes from another country and they really don't know English that well, they take the CELT test, they test in beginning, then depending on the school district, they have some type of program by state law they have to put them in to help them build their English language skills. Now, a student has to keep taking that test every year until they get early advanced or advanced. And those scores, depending on the grade level, can be anywhere from the 500s up to 600s. And once they score everything on the CELP, the overall score, and then with that score, they determine, okay, they're early advanced, they don't need to take the CELP anymore. Or they're advanced, they don't need to take the CELP anymore. Okay? I pulled up the English language students that we have here, the ELL learners, and these are the results from the 2014-15 school year. We have one student that's beginning for writing though. This is only for writing results, not for overall. The goal of this today is to help students build their writing instruction. One student scored beginning, 2 scored early intermediate, 8 scored intermediate, 6 scored early advanced, and just 1 student scored advanced. The goal as an ELD instructor is to introduce writing exercises which will enable English language learners to develop strong vocabulary skills and become active in producing essays across a wide variety of writing genres. Does anyone have any questions so far? Theories about the cognitive constraints regarding ELLs. I know this is a lot to read. I was just trying to kind of give you guys some theories that are out there. Flower and Hayes stated that for inexperienced writers, juggling too many constraints can cause cognitive or emotional overload. So they state that students should learn to write in narrative form or journal entries in short, paragraphs before they start to try to learn how to write persuasive and argumentative essays. Skilled writers must coordinate a number of tasks within working memory, including planning for both the process of composing and for the product of the written text, all the while trying to retrieve words to express content. So they recommended 3 instructional practices to reduce effective constraints for ELs, like making connections to students' lives, making sure that they bring in the stories that they have from home, or maybe they hear a certain folk tale or something like that. And let them bring that in from home and, educate the rest of their classmates about it, those type of things. Create responsive classrooms that acknowledge students' voices and make sure you decorate your room with, different writing samples and stuff that students have done. Encourage them to write a letter to an organization, just things like that, to where they're actually using their literary skills to try to strengthen their skills, their English writing skills. These are some statistics about English learners in California about a couple of years ago. I was trying to find some for 2015, but it kept referring me to like 2013, and so I'm thinking they may have used some census information. So the number of EL students here is over 100,000, and we're kind of in this area right here, I believe. So we have students from 10,000 to 40,000, 10,000 to 100,000 students are EL students in that region. And then right here it kind of states the number of students who are ELL, fluent English, and students who have been classified where they're now fluent in English. So why the EDGE Reading, Writing, and Language program? Why is it beneficial for ELL students? This is what the reading program offers, a variety of texts, poems, short stories, narratives that engage students. It generates planning and monitoring within the reading task to support student learning. They'll be given a key, vocabulary word, and they'll be asked to, from a scale of 1 to 3, how well do they know the word? And then they'll be given the word in a sentence, or it'll be given to them in a question form. Then they have to kind of guess what they think it means, and then they kind of go and look it up, or read the actual text or essay to figure out what it is. And then we discuss the words. So that helps them, remember it better. Supportive resources that I listed here, teenink.com, that one is pretty resourceful because students from the age, or children, I should say, from the age of about 13 to 19 actually post different poems and different,